Moin moin and welcome to Ralfs Foto-Boost. You have the first flights behind you, the weather is getting better and better, so that's more fun to fly now. You don't get cold hands or freezing hands. The spring is here, so that's a really nice situation to fly. You may have changed your vision with the channel 7 to tilt the camera with the potentiometer. I showed you on the video. You can do this with the potentiometer. There I have a video to how you can tune your vision to get this real nice function into your remote control. Next point, when you fly, you may recognize that the Wi-Fi connection get lost at about 300 meter. That's about 1,000 feet, so there's not the need, but it's nice to have a little bit more Wi-Fi range. You can do this by two different options. The first option is you can put an antenna here at the camera of the vision. There are two antennas in the vision. One is on the left side, one is on the right side. And when you do a gimbal on the vision like I have, one of the sides is hidden a little bit, so there's a little less Wi-Fi connection and a little less range when you do it like this. And there you have the option to put an external antenna to the camera, but that's it's not so easy because you have this cable here. You have to put the antenna here on the landing gear, and so that's not so easy, and you have to disassemble the complete camera. There are several layers of electronic, and you have to remove all the layers to get to the connection where you can put this small tiny antenna in the camera. Another option, and that's a much easier option, is to put an antenna here on the Wi-Fi extender on this part of the remote control. That's much easier because you really get nice into this small box to find the antenna connectors, and you can put an antenna on top of the range extender. One thing which is really nice because it's not so expensive, it's easy to install, and it doesn't need extra power. That's Wi-Fi antenna like this one. You can put onto the range extender. I will show you how this one looks like. Here we are. So that's the antenna here. You see TP-Link. Here is the line you have to connect to the range extender. And one thing, you have to have an adapter. You have to have an adapter like this, because you have to connect the end of the antenna here with the small connector on the electronic of the range extender. And that's what I want to show you now. I want to show you how to install this small extender cable to put an external antenna on the range extender of the DJI Phantom 2. No, DJI Phantom 2 Vision. Okay, sorry. But it's the same. I show you how to install this one. So before the next step, my warning, you do everything on your own risk. So I show you only how to do, but to do is your own risk. I'm not responsible for any damage or if you screw into the electronic part here, so that's absolutely to your own risk, and I'm not responsible for any damage. I removed the Wi-Fi extender from the remote control, and now we have to open the 4 screws. 3 of them I've just opened, and here I do the last one. And now you have to remove the bottom plate from the top plate, and that's a little bit tricky because on each side here and here you have a small nose on the top plate which goes into the bottom plate. So you have to use the screwdriver or plastic part or anything else. Don't use the sharp part, because if you use something sharp you will spoil the edge here. So that's a good idea to use a plastic part or a small screwdriver. And you have to put this one a little bit outwards, because you will see why. Here is this small nose, and this nose goes here into this part of the bottom plate. So you have to remove this one a little bit, and then you can remove the bottom plate. You have to do exactly the same on this side. Move a little bit outwards, and you can remove the bottom plate. Take your time, be patient, do it not too fast so you don't break here the noses or you don't break the center plates. It's a little bit tricky, but these are the only two parts, left and right side, where you have these small noses, and you have to open up the top plate. So when you open up the Wi-Fi, the range extender, you will see here the two points where the antenna is connected to the electronic, and these are the 2 points where we will connect our external cable. You see we have exactly the same same part here, and then you can drill 2 holes at each side and put the connector here out of these of the module. You can do 2 holes, as I said before, or you can do only 1. It depends on you. Usually one of these things is enough. So my suggestion, I would do only 1, and the second one you can leave at the point where it is. So you have the internal antenna and you have the external antenna. So that's my suggestion. But you can do 2 of them. You can put 2 of them inside, and so you have the option to put one external antenna like this and another external antenna, or you can use 2 of them and put it on a tripod, on an extra tripod or something else. So you have both options, 1 or 2. When you drill the holes, be very careful not to hit the electronic. It's a good idea to remove these 4 screws so you can remove the electronic. Then it's a little bit easier to drill the holes. But one thing, when you've drilled the holes and put the cable here inside, please do the electronic in before, because otherwise you won't get the when you have on 2 sides, you won't get the electronic inside. So after you drilled the holes, put the electronic in, and then after this you can use this part here into this housing. Okay, so that's what I want to do now, and then we see you later. So the hole is drilled, the cable is installed. It looks like this. You see we have here the hole where the cable goes out. We have connected the cable here, and that's it. Be sure that the end of the small antenna here is at a place where it couldn't make a short circuit. So be sure that it is at a good place. So let's put it here at the side, and that's it. Very simple. Here we are. Okay, and that's it. So everything is done. Let's make a check if everything works. Switch on, and you see we have the green light here, the power light, and after a while the system light will flash and try to connect to the camera of the Phantom, and that's it. So we can close the whole stuff and go for the next and last step. So everything is assembled, the Wi-Fi extender or repeater is ready. We have the connector here. We can check again if it's work. Yes, we have the green light here, and the system will flash a little bit later. And so now we have the next point and the last point. We have to install the stuff together, and if you put the range extender in a position like this and then put the big one in a position like this, you put the cable here on top, and the easiest way to connect both is using these glue band with these, I don't know how you self-adhesive band, extra strong hook and loop band with top grip. So that's stuff like this. I'm sure you will find it in a good sorted store, and so that's very easy. You can use this one. It's a very strong one. And that's the easiest way to put both together. Yeah, so that's my short lesson for today. That's my short tuning tip to extend the range of the Wi-Fi connection to the Phantom 2 Vision. And one next point, you can also extend the range of the remote control. I'm not quite sure from which country are you looking or watching this video, and I don't know if it's allowed or not. In Germany it's not allowed, but you can check if it's allowed in your country to change it. That's very easy, because here on the back side of the remote control, they're just under the lever where the channel 7 is. There's another hole, and when you turn with the screwdriver this one to the right side, you will have a little bit more power. You will have 100 milliwatt power, so that's a little bit more power. When you turn on your remote control, it beeps 2 times, not 1 time, so that's the sign that you changed the power. But please make sure that it's allowed in your country. As I said before, in Germany it's not allowed, so in Germany you only can use the less power, yeah, so be sure that you can use this in your country. Okay, so that's it for today. Extender for the Wi-Fi range of the Phantom 2 Vision. Hope you enjoyed my video. If so, give me a like there and leave some nice comments. And yeah, that's it for today. Have some nice flights with the Phantom and come back here to my channel. There are lots more movies in the next few weeks to see, and there are some things you can do on your Vision. And till now I say, as every time, bye bye and moin moin.